This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
You're talking about Florida. It makes me think about all these plane rides. Allegedly, you had one about Quebec City you wanted to share?
Well, yeah, see, this is going to be one of those where I go around the A to get to the T. Not necessarily a straight line, but you'll understand once I get there. I'd been in Houston for several weeks. This was in 2001 when my wife had been diagnosed with mixed follicular lymphoma, and we had been in Houston to get tests done and all this shit. And I'd just driven back with a couple kids and all this other wonderful shit, and I had to go to TV the next day. We were going to Quebec City, I believe it was. Pat Patterson country. But as I was walking out the door, my bag broke, and I had to take all my stuff and throw it into another bag. No big deal. But it was a bag I hadn't used in many, many years. Long short of it, we land in Quebec City, and the customs folks meet us there, and these particular custom folks weren't the most friendly in the world. They got on the plane to explain to us about how they could take our plane if there was anything illegal on it. And they would. They let us know that they were Johnny Law and they were going to fuck with us and all this shit. And everybody gets off and they put their bags in front of them. The guys come down, look in everybody's bag, and the guy looks through my bags. And he asks me, says, do you smoke, sir? And I immediately answered, no, I don't smoke. Guy's quiet for a minute. Says, I'm going to ask you again, sir. Do you smoke? So, well, not cigarettes. Kind of quiet again. Stay here, sir. Long and short of it, they take everybody in the plane and they let them get in the cars, but they won't let them leave the tarmac, and they take me back on the plane. They shut every window on the plane. They made the crew get off the plane. And they questioned me. And now, as finally I see what the hell they're looking at. And there's an old zigzag paper. Rolling papers. And all it was the flap. Not papers, nothing in it. And on the edge of the flap, there's a little residue on there from where I, scooped stuff. But when I say residue, I mean like maybe a finger's worth of dust. And the guy's holding this up, and he says, so you don't smoke? I said, no, I don't smoke. I explained to him, man, I grabbed this bag. Haven't done anything in many, many years, and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even know that was in there. He says, but you don't smoke. I'm going, look, man, I don't know how else to answer your fucking question other than no. Then he starts pulling out lighters. Now, I think to this day, I think I still carry a lighter in my bag just because you never know when you're going to need one, right?
Right.
Okay. And he pulls out one lighter. He pulls out two lighters. He pulls out three lighters. He pulls out four lighters. And then he reaches down and pulls out like another handful, about 4 or 5 more lighters. And he says, can you tell me what these lighters are for if you don't smoke? Enter Pat Patterson. Pat Patterson smoked a lot. And Jerry Briscoe and I used to like sit there and you talk to Pat, and Pat would have his pack of cigarettes on the table with his lighter on top of it. And we would get Pat distracted and be talking to Pat for a while and all this shit. And one of us would usually reach over and grab a lighter. Just take his lighter from him. So when he goes to smoke, he's got his cigarettes, but no lighter. So Pat used to have Harvey go out and buy him like the big packets of lighters. So he'd have 20 lighters and shit. And it was always our goal to get all the Pats just to see how many cigarette lighters we could get each TV. And so because of that, I had roughly 20 fucking lighters in my bag. It wasn't like I fucking used them or I counted them or anything like that, but they were in my bag. And that is what caused the fucking Ottawa Customs to pull me off of the fucking plane and look through my shit because I had a zigzag flap and over 20 lighters because I like to rib Pat Patterson and steal his lighters. That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
That's your government dollars at work, Canada.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.